Hey guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, where I do non-pop country music reactions, and today's is no exception. Terry Wood from up there in Calgary, Alberta, Canada made a gift to the channel for me to do a song today and a song tomorrow in honor of the Calgary Stampede. Terry had sent me this hat along with 3 others, one of which had a CS on it that stood for Calgary Stampede. And I would have worn that one had it not been in storage, Terry. And because I moved a month ago. And some of my stuff is in storage. So I was able to keep some stuff, but not all of it. In any case, the Calgary Stampede, I've been educated in. Last year, Terry made a gift to the channel for me to do a reaction or two to Miranda and someone else, because it's arguably the largest country music festival gathering in the world, and it's up in Canada, and they get like 1.4 million visitors, attendees each year. They have 5 different stages. All this I've gotten from Terry Wood, who enlightened us all, myself of course included. But this is Ian Tyson's song, The Gift. Ian himself is a Canuck, and this is what Terry said. Well, it's coming up to Calgary Stampede time again, and that means it's time for a couple of requests. The greatest outdoor show on earth is from July 4th to the 13th this year, and we're looking to beat last year's attendance of 1.48 million. Some of the acts coming this year include Jason Isbell and Shania Twain. Shania is also the Stampede Parade Marshal, which is a big deal. Previous marshals included Christopher Reeve, Chris Hatfield, William Shatner, and Ian Tyson, among many other famous folks. And so my first request is The Gift from Ian Tyson. Ian wrote this song about Charlie Russell, also known as Kid Russell, a famous American artist who painted over 2,000 pictures of the Old West during the late 1800s through the early 1900s. He grew up in Missouri, and at the age of 16, he left school and went to Montana to work on a sheep ranch. Montana became a great inspiration for his art, and he lived there for most of his life. Charlie has a very special connection to the Calgary Stampede. In 1912, he exhibited a collection of 20 paintings at the Stampede, showcasing his portrayal of the American West. He was invited back in 1919 for the Victory Stampede, an event celebrating the end of World War I and featuring a large exhibition of his art. This exhibition included 24 paintings and 8 bronzes, many created during the war years. Don, I hope you are able to use this video since it includes some of Charlie's art. If you are unable to use it, please just play the soundtrack, and I'd like you to watch the video. All right, so I got the link that Terry provided for me was to Account Regal's channel. I'm going to put the link to Account Regal's channel below, and so you could go check out the song without my reaction to it, just the song, and see what else they've got over there. But this was from a while ago, this one, several years minimum. I don't recall exactly. So anyway, let's get into it. Thank you, Terry, for the gift and for your incredible, kind involvement in the channel. Let's put it that way. You've been a loyal follower, if you will, just of the channel, and always, a bright light in the comments. So thank you for that and for who you are. Ian Tyson's The Gift. I guess Account Regal put this together with Charlie's art in it. Tremendous undertaking.
In old St. Louis, over in Missouri, the mighty Mississippi, well, it rolls and flows. A son was born to Mary Russell, and it starts the legend every cowboy knows. Young Kid Russell was born to wander ever westward, he was bound to roam. Just a kid of 16 in 1880, up in wild Montana, he found his home. Cotton made in Montana for the wild man, for the pagan and the Sioux and Crow.
Interesting.
Saved his greatest gift for Charlie, send get her all down before she goes. You gotta get her all down, cause she's bound to go.
Portraits.
God hung the stars over Judith Basin. God put the magic in young Charlie's hands, and all was seen and all remembered.
Oh.
Every shining mountain, every longhorn brand. He could paint the light on horsehide shining, the great passing herds of the buffalo, and a cow camp cold on a rainy morning, and the twisting wrist of the hula hand throw. Cotton made in Montana for the wild man, for the pagan and the Sioux and Crow.
It's a fascinating choice.
Saved his greatest gift for Charlie, then get her all down before she goes. You gotta get her all down, cause she's bound to go.
These portraits sure capture a lot. I don't know how you paint that quickly. I mean, I'm not an artist. I mean, I tried back in middle school. You took art class and stuff, but I sucked. And I guess you suck at everything the first time you try things. But I mean, I just didn't have an interest in learning it. But this kind of stuff is like miracle type stuff. It's like, how do you have a blank page and then come out with that image? Any of these images.
Lord called Charlie to his home up yonder. He says, Kid Russell, I got a job for you.
No,
You're in charge
what?
of sunsets up in old Montana.
Wow.
'Cause I can't paint them quite as good as you.
Oh, man.
When you're done, go out and have a few. And Nancy Russell,
it might be heaven.
it's just two. Cotton made in Montana for the wild man, for the pagan and the Sioux and Crow. But he saved his greatest gift for Charlie, then get her all down before she goes. You got to get her all down, cause she's bound to go. Get her all down before she goes. You gotta get her all down, cause she's bound to go.
Well, that's a pretty complete song about a person.
Before she goes. Get her all down.
Yeah, I mean, that was an interesting composition. Hope it's not blocked, of course. Account Regal did a nice job putting those, pictures in there, fading into the next one and all. I don't know what gets left on the cutting room floor. I mean, it looks like he was just an absolute prolific painter. And so how do you pick which ones you're going to put in there? I mean, there were some that by maybe today's standards, not cowboy standards, because you see a lot as a cowboy or a ranch hand or what have you about the treatment of animals and slaughter and stuff like that. But, there were some real nice moments in there where, the dude on cowboy, American guy on horseback was reaching across and clasped hands with an Indian on horseback. And those are very endearing to me too. But I mean, just the rugged West and Montana still to this day. I've never been there, but it's on my bucket list. I mean, we all have our bucket list, but it's absolutely on my bucket list. I mean, we say Montana, but in Spanish, it's La Montaña. And because it just means mountain. And Las Montañas, the mountains. But man, there were some sounds in this song instrumentally that were different, like high pitched, little diddly, like almost lullaby-ish. It didn't quite have a Western feel, but it wasn't not Western. Fascinating. It was really nice. It was just very warm. There wasn't a conflict within the song itself. And I love the part about when the Lord calls him home, he's going to put him in charge of Montana sunsets because he paints them better than the Lord does, type of thing. And have a few. But then I like the implication there. It's like Nancy Russell, I guess his wife, make sure it's just two. Maybe he had a reputation for drinking too much. I don't know. I'm not going to rate that song. That was a song that was done in honor of another human being, and I don't rate those songs. So, Terry, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's Charlie Russell, is an American painter being invited to the Calgary Stampede. I mean, what an honor. Like Shania Twain's completely understandable. She's a Canadian. Neil Young, Canadian, could completely understand these things. But it's a really beautiful thing, when the national borders aren't observed as strictly as the beautiful art of music, of country music, that's shared regardless of where you're from. So that I love that. So hats off to the Canucks and Terry Wood. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country up there in Calgary Stampede. Have some fun.
Just a kid of 16 in 1880 up in wild Montana.